Ryan, good to see you. Big Social Security news. The COLA is up 2.5% for 2025, but Medicare Part B is going to be up 5.9%. This cost of living adjustment reflects a steady decline in inflation. The 2.5% increase means that most retirees will see an extra 50 bucks in their monthly payment up to 1,976 starting in January. Does this COLA affect when we should be claiming our benefits?
No, it doesn't, because even if you don't claim, you're still going to get those cost of living adjustments
Right.
built into ultimately when you decide to file. So don't worry about that. I know that came up a lot, especially a couple of years ago when Social Security's the COLA was really high. I think it was 8.7% in
Hmm.
1 year, and that was definitely top of mind. But again, no, it doesn't have any effect. As you can see right here, just a easy example. If your full retirement age benefit is $1,000 and your full retirement age is 67, you can see, what it looks like as far as how much you would get of your full retirement age benefit if you were to claim early, perhaps at 62, or perhaps, wait as long as until age 70. And
Hmm.
that chart right there doesn't even factor the cost of living adjustments. That's just the benefit you get by delaying.
Right. Right. Meanwhile, the 2025 Medicare Part B premium is projected to be 185 a month. That is up from 174.70. This premium usually comes straight out of your Social Security check. So, how do we prepare for those changes?
Yeah, so for most people, if you're receiving Social Security right now, that Medicare Part B premium's coming out, right now from your check, like you're saying. And so, there's a couple things here that come up. I know that when people see this, we're seeing this 2.5% number for Social Security, and we're seeing, this almost 6% number for Medicare. So we're thinking, well, now we're probably getting less, right? Because obviously 6% is higher than the 2.5%. But it's not the case typically for most people. So here's just a real quick example. Let's say your monthly benefit from Social Security is $2,000. If you get a 2.5% increase from Social Security, that's a $50 increase. Now, what they're saying here is that the Part B premium's going up about $10.30. Now,
Mm.
that's the standard Part B premium. If your income is at the higher levels, like if you're single, I believe this year it's at 106,000 or more. Those premiums are going to be higher due to the IRMA surcharges. If you're married, it's the income limit is, I believe, double that. So I think it's 212,000 for 2025. Then
Mhm.
that number would be higher. But for most people, it'll still go up, but it is going up a little from Social Security, and then they take away a little bit from Medicare.
Mhm. How will this COLA affect the taxes we pay on our Social Security benefit?
Yeah, so this is kind of where they get you, because since the 1990s, the chart that you've got right here, this has been these numbers have stayed the same. They haven't changed. They haven't adjusted for inflation. So as you can imagine, just naturally, because people are continuing to make more money over the years, or just receive higher incomes just due to inflation, more and more of your Social Security benefits are being subject to tax. So that's really what we're facing there.
Right. They got to do something to keep the program solvent, right? On that note,
Yeah.
75% of people 50 plus worry that Social Security will run out in their lifetime, and 61% say it is a major source of their retirement income. How do we prepare for the inevitable changes that will have to happen to keep the program solvent?
Yes, I mean, right now they're projecting, I think 2034 is the year when they're expecting that the Social Security Trust Fund is going to run out. And then at that point, you'd receive about 75 cents on the dollar, I believe, at the current projections right now today. Now, ultimately, I believe Social Security is always going to be there. They're just going to have to do something to shore up the system long term, whether it's raising payroll taxes or whatever it might be. There's a lot of different solutions that they're looking at. Now, all that said, the other thing that we need to do is make sure that we're setting ourselves up so that we're not just relying on Social Security, of course. We want to make sure that we are maximizing our, contributions to our retirement accounts if we can, making other types of investments and things like that, so that we have multiple streams of income that's available to us in retirement to give us
Mhm.
that security that we're looking for there.
Yeah, peace of mind. That's what it all comes back to, right? Well,
For
Ryan,
sure.
I know that you specialize in helping people claim Social Security. So if somebody has more questions about this, what's the best way to reach you?
Could call 714-462-91 excuse me, 9155, getting over a cold. Or could go to the website. It's kravitzfinancial.com and go to the contact page there and submit a message.
Great. Ryan, thank you.
Thank you. Good to